This video is from the course Introduction. It's designed for complete beginners and assumes you have no knowledge of the subject matter. If you are interested in more beginner, intermediate, or advanced content, check out our website SUBMETA.io. In this lesson, we covered how to escape the mount using the hip escape. We learned how to build frames, and we used the underhook to get on top of our opponent for a half guard sweep. An important thing to note in this lesson is we were looking for the underhook to gain control from the half guard position. So on bottom, we looked for an underhook, and that gave us control and an ability to sweep. And you'll notice in a previous lesson when we covered guard passing, the person on top looked for the underhook to control and be able to pass the guard. So that's an important battle to win. Trying to win the battle for underhook usually means you get to control your opponent. To escape from the mount, we want to first get inside arm positioning. So we're going to frame against our opponent's hip and get our elbow on the inside of our opponent's knee. We'll get inside leg positioning by straightening our leg and putting our knee on the inside of our opponent's leg. Once we have this position, we can look to push the knee with our elbow and collect their leg with our legs. From a squashed half guard position, we still want to get to a better half guard position before we can start to think about attacking. So we're going to look to build frames. To do that, usually the first frame I look for is bring my hand and forearm underneath the neck, gripping onto the scapula and elevating my elbow. From there, we can look to move our hips away using the hip escape, put our knee in and then up, controlling the shoulder and framing with our knee. Once we have the arm and leg framing, we can start looking to take our head away and get a frame in front of our opponent's far arm, preventing the crossface. And we move our hips away so we establish good position, ready to start our attack. To get the underhook sweep from half guard, we start from the knee shield position. We're going to reach underneath the gap to take an underhook and scoot ourselves around the corner to grip on to the far hip. From there, we're going to change legs so that our outside leg traps our opponent's leg. We drive ourselves up so we come up to our knees, grip our opponent's far leg, and continue to drive so we land in top position. So let's put this into practice. Drill escaping the mount. So you go for 5 minutes, partner goes for 5 minutes, make sure you hit all the steps for that. Same thing for building frames. So we're going to go 5 minutes building frames, partner does 5 minutes, and then 5 minutes of doing the underhook sweep, 5 minutes your partner does the underhook sweep. After all that, this actually works together as a really nice sequence. So do 5 minutes escape mount, build frames, get the underhook and sweep, and then your partner can do 5 minutes of the same drill themselves. For specific training, let's work from the underhook. So we're going to be somewhat late stage throughout the sequence we worked in this lesson. So you're going to start with the knee shield, get the underhook, and then it's time to go. Right? You're going to try to get up and get to your knees and take your opponent down to get top position. Your opponent's going to try to get out and pass your guard. Where I would say to stop is if you no longer have the underhook or if you're stuck under mount or side control. So if your opponent gets past your guard to mount or side control, stop. Or you've lost the underhook, so you've lost your ability to try the move we were working. Otherwise, while you've got the underhook, keep going until you get on top. You go, let's do 3 minutes of this, and then your partner gets 3 minutes doing the same. I hope you enjoyed this video from the course Introduction on SUBMETA.io. If you go to SUBMETA.io, you can watch this course for free, uninterrupted, with exercises to help you with recall. Also for free, we have the follow-up course to this, Foundations 1, Escapes, which builds on the content you'll be learning in this course.